This is the Out of Time Film Podcast, where your hosts Tom and John discuss everything from blockbuster films to TV and games like there's no tomorrow.
Hello and welcome to the Out of Time Film Podcast. I'm Tom.
I'm John.
And this week we're talking about a Minecraft movie.
It's so funny that in this day and age, we're getting a movie about Minecraft. Of all video games that we could have seen on the big screen, Minecraft is just about Minecraft. All the Easter eggs, references, Jack Black's in it. He's massively into it. And that was something I thought about when entering this movie. I'm like, I know that Jack Black's going to be going crazy for this role. And this was something. This movie to me was just abysmal.
Oh, I mean, it's so fascinating. Like, where do you even start? There are different kinds of films within this. You know, on the surface, you think it's a video game film, right? But also, it's very much a Jack Black film. He has almost cultivated his own genre, like many great actors have. You watch A School of Rock or Macho Libre. These are films that feel very similar because of his influence, and I quite enjoy him in some of these films. I mean, I think he has a lot of range and has almost become a bit of a parody of himself, and in this film you see the parody front and center. I started playing Minecraft in 2012, donkeys years ago, bro. Like, I started playing it before even you had beds. That's how long ago I started at least looking at Minecraft and being aware of it. I've seen it expand and I still play every now and again. You can't go wrong. And this film, whenever it was announced, is just fascinating because you think to yourself, yeah, okay, Minecraft movie, pretty straightforward. It's going to be a story set in the world. And then you find out, oh no, actually it's people who get transported inside the world. Okay, kind of Jumanji-esque things. Also a Jack Black picture. Okay, you find out cast Jack Black, Jason Momoa, Danielle Brooks, Jennifer Coolidge. Cool. And then you see it, the style that they've gone for here. And I mean, I personally just questioned whether I even ever liked Minecraft.
Yeah, it just gives you this existential dread, like, why did we like Minecraft in the first place? It's poorly translated because Minecraft is a whole different experience. It is a video game, but it's for you specifically to explore, to create, and you can't really get all of the experiences in an hour and 41 minutes. You can have fun playing with your friends. There were those nights where you play all night long in survival, trying to get all those things. And it's that experience, but you can't really translate that on the big screen. Here, it's just all for commercial reasons. There's nothing special about it. It's just you look into the abyss of soulless creation.
I lost friendships over Minecraft back in the day. You feel so connected to it. You feel so involved in everything. And you're right, that is a very personal experience. It's a difficult thing to recapture. And it's the same with any video game adaptation. You've got to move from a story that you're experiencing to a story that you are following, telling a story within this world. Minecraft doesn't have any characters to latch onto. Steve is not a character. Steve is an avatar. You don't have any story beats really to follow. Battling the Ender Dragon, that's not a universal experience for all players. Some players go years without ever doing such a thing. But also, they have to make this film accessible for regular film-going audiences. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into this, and it's very tricky to do. And this film will for sure be a smash hit purely because of the interest and purely because Minecraft is so big. I mean, you mark my words, in a few years, maybe even by the end of the decade, we're going to be getting a Fortnite film. It just makes sense. It just works. You know?
Yeah, for sure. It does feel like all those things that gaining popularity is slowly becoming less accessible to moviegoers. This one was just a very weird experience to watch. Something like this I've never felt when it comes to the Minecraft movie, because I was so morbidly curious about what this movie was about.
Yeah. Back in January, we did a live podcast with the Pipeline podcast and ranked our most anticipated films of the year. And John, you did put Minecraft up there. That morbid curiosity very much came out. And I can understand it for sure. After the Mario movie's success, after this movie's success, after the eventual Fortnite movie's success, this is very much going to become more of a trend, much like superhero movies, much like live action remakes. the artistry behind it. Effort went in, of course it did, but that effort feels, as you said, in the spirit of commercialization, in the spirit of expanding a brand. Minecraft doesn't need expanding. It's flipping Minecraft. It's got Lego sets, for God's sake. And that's how you know something's really prestige. But you sit there and you think to yourself, is this what it's about? Very Martin Scorsese. Is it just a roller coaster? Is that what we want it to be? Even just the idea of this film, you just can't help but have some sort of existential crisis about what are we even doing here? I don't know. I really don't know.
It's just baffling. It's confusing that a movie exists like this that just entered the frame of cinema and it just gains so much popularity, so much things, and people going there for the memes as well. You've seen Jack Black all around the internet saying all those lines of Minecraft. Again, it's for the memes, it's for the trend. Here on the podcast, we don't really talk about memes or trends. We have talked about all the things that come to popularity and we do talk about them and give our thoughts about them. But this one is just something that what is there to talk about?
What is the point of putting Minecraft through this lens of hyper-realisticness? The film realizes the Minecraft overworld, not with its pixelated charm. The thing that very much made Minecraft stand out when it was released was the simplicity married to the expansiveness of it. You boot up the website and you get that video where the guy said, let's go to a place where everything is made of blocks. But the only limit is your imagination. And in some sense, this film captures that, the idea of you can create anything and you can use your imagination. And that is beautiful. But the idea that the film is made with such a corporate perspective is almost the opposite of that. Let's go to a place where the only limit is your imagination, but we're only going to imagine the same confines of a generic story told in Minecraft because we have to have the brand. The story of this film is generic. The weird thing is that there's plenty of mobs and there's plenty of conflict that comes about in Minecraft, playing it with your friends and playing it even alone, but they add a villain into this film. Like, why do you even
It doesn't
need...
make sense. It
What?
doesn't make sense.
It's like, what? Like the Lord Pig? Why do we need this? Surely there was a better way to make conflict, because everyone's had that experience when they play Minecraft, you and your friends, and somebody blows somebody else's thing up or somebody dies, and it's heartbreaking. Like, there are genuine reasons to have conflict about this game, but a villain, sure. Well done, Hollywood. You've cracked the code on bad movies. It looks awful. The CGI aside, the lighting, the costumes, none of it feels real. You start the film and there's this opening narration by Steve and you kind of think, oh, this is going to be this absurdist comedy, but it doesn't really commit to that enough. So what's the point? Why does Minecraft look like this? Why are we taking the simplistic piano rendition of the theme and turning it into a full orchestral thing? Is it to make it more cinematic? I don't think so. Plenty of people have made Minecraft look cinematic and look interesting without making it look so very real and so surreal.
They should have animated it.
It would have looked better. There's 1,000 reasons why that would have been great. So last week we talked about the robots in Electric State all being CGI. The week before we talked about the dwarves in Snow White all being CGI. And then here we go this week. We round out the trilogy with everything in the overworld and in the nether all being this horrible CGI, losing all the charm of the original designs. And that's become a meme. That's something that people laugh at. But when you pay money to go see a film, the studios don't think, oh, they hate our film, they're laughing at us. They think, people like this. We should make more like this. And you wonder, in 100 years' time, how are we going to look back on this era of filmmaking? It's been 50 years since Jaws. And in 50 years, Blockbusters has gone from that to this. I'm flabbergasted.
Should we get into spoilers?
I think it's time, yeah.
Okay. Plot twist. We walked out within 40 minutes of the movie. We didn't walk out because of the movie.
No, I mean, ultimately, this film is probably just fine. It's probably just mid. It's probably just not very good. It's probably got not much to say about it.
All this way you've been listening to us. These are true feelings that we felt while watching this movie. It wasn't the movie itself. It was the experience that we had to go through. If anyone remembers the Minions thing that happened, the recent one, there was loads of social media things that happened. People went to the cinema and just being absolute idiots, dressed in suits in the cinema. It's just not the place. You can do that at home with your mates, making fun of the movie. All those poor people trying to watch the movie. This is a kids' movie, for God's sake. Please, just shut up. I've just had enough.
People are paying money to go out on a Friday night and a weekend to spend their time. Parents are spending time with their kids. Kids are spending time outside of school or with their friends. There are couples in there. This is a film for a broad demographic, and they want to have fun and they want to have a good time. We wanted to have fun and have a good time. And then you have these people who are this same demographic of mid to late teenage boys dressing in suits and loudly talking and yelling about the film and making noises and inappropriate stuff that is extremely obnoxious. It's extremely irritating and it's extremely overstimulating. I was really struggling throughout this whole thing.
I'm deaf as well. So
Yes.
I can hear what was anyone saying because people were loudly talking. You couldn't even hear. People just kept applauding every time Jack Black spoke. You could see the memes on the internet. It's there. You don't need to make a massive thing about it.
When we left, I saw a parent who was confused and just asked me, "Why is everyone applauding?" And I was just like, memes. I don't know what to even tell you. Jack Black said Flint and Steel and everyone applauded. And it was kind of funny, you know? And then 2 seconds later, he said the Nether and everyone did it again. And it was like, okay. And then he said, "I am Steve," and everyone applauded. And it was that moment. And people got out their phones and filmed it. And I was just like, this is horrible. The applause thing was cute, but now it's just annoying. There were people behind us who moved because the worst people were right behind us. I told them to shut up twice. And on the second time, they just jeered at me and threw popcorn at me. And it's like, you know what? It's not worth it at that point. Why would I spend my time, watching this very mediocre, very not good film? It's ridiculous. So yeah, we left.
Yeah, we just said our things to the people working there. It's soul crushing. We can't even review the movie. We can't even say our thoughts on it because we left early because of these high school kids just ruining everybody's viewing experience. It's just awful. I just don't understand it.
It's times like this where I understand why some people don't want to go to the cinema because this isn't an inviting place. Cinemas need to find a way to combat this. Get someone sat in that cinema the whole time like a freaking art gallery. I went to a concert theater last night and it was fantastic and beautiful and people knew when to applaud and when to whoop. There is not much to appreciate about Minecraft. I didn't feel there was a lot of soul truly into it. But my God, do I wish that these people could have at least been respectful enough not to. And when people ask you to shut up, shut up. I think it's safe to say that this is the worst experience at cinema I've ever had.
Me too. People who go to the cinema just lost their etiquette. If people commenting saying, "Oh, this is the type of thing you should have expected," well, we did. We knew what it was going to be like. We thought we can tolerate this. This is just a rare thing from us.
It's a sad moment and a very rare moment on the pod as well. This is not normally the kind of vibe at all. But
No.
when we finish recording, I'm going to watch the shit out of Andor because
Yeah.
no one can talk through that.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? I might play some Minecraft. Yeah, the movie stinks for what we saw of it. Might not have got better, but still
You
a
know
game
what?
that means a lot to me. And that's why I went to see it. And those flippin' kids these days. So yeah, no score this week because how can you give the score to a film that you haven't even watched?
If people are wondering to see this movie, please find a time that isn't disruptive or too loud.
Yeah, go to an early showing. Thank you everybody for listening to a very different episode of the podcast. And I hope that people do engage with this and do hopefully understand some semblance of what we're saying.
Tell us why.
Yeah, no,
the
tell us
Minecraft movie.
tell us if the movie actually was decent. There's so much about the movie that we just don't know. If you want to see more, none of it's like this. It is just regular movie reviewing and just goofing about. I cannot stress enough how weird and different this is.
Yeah,
But,
this is
you
a
know,
very
you-
weird structure that we have right now.
But you can subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, you can follow and give us a 5-star review if this has interested you, touched you in whatever way. Next week is regularly scheduled programming. Nothing like this. It's Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, an animated Spider-Man show, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, literally the furthest thing from this conversation today.
Yeah, yes, and you can follow us on Instagram at Out of Time Film Pod to see our incredible thumbnails from Zain Afzal, on Blue Sky for more thoughts from Tom and me, and TikTok to see edited clips, which are all also on Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. And you can find links there all in the description below. Thanks to Jones-Meyer for the excellent theme and Ronan Phillips for vocals as always. And I think that's everything. Take what you're given.
Give nothing back.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.